MGF Custom / Reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. And today I have these Today I have these 4 characters based off of upcoming episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars, and basically what they are is you have the Maul faction, or the Darth Maul faction of the Death Watch, and then you also have Pre Vizsla and Bo-Katan from the original Death Watch. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to start off with easily the coolest one out of the 4, and this one is obviously a part of the Darth Maul faction of the Death Watch here, and honestly no plot details have been revealed about why these characters have Maul deco on their armor, or why they are red, you know, why they have sided with Darth Maul. Basically this character has been speculated to be Darth Maul. However, I believe that he is more than likely not. So I have a few reasons to believe why it is not Darth Maul, because in the trailer we see this same Mandalorian armor approaching Duchess Satine, and then a few frames later, or a few clips later, I should say, we see this same Mandalorian armor punching the person. You see the same Mandalorian punching someone who looked to be in the same exact environment as Duchess Satine. So what I am speculating is that this may be Obi-Wan disguised as a Mandalorian in a Maul deco. And basically because also in Comic-Con previews we saw Obi-Wan, for that matter, fighting alongside Bo-Katan in this armor just without the helmet. And then right before we saw him in the armor, we saw this same Mandalorian flying with other Darth Maul Mandalorians. So honestly, I just believe that this is just some sort of high-ranking Darth Maul Death Watch armor, and it's not Darth Maul himself. Anyway, now that I'm done with my speculations of who this character might be, in the upcoming episodes, let's go ahead and talk about this figure. So, right off the bat, I just want to mention that the torso is completely custom painted. That is not a LEGO torso that I took from one of the battle packs, because as you can see, it has a black torso, and basically I fully hand painted that torso, the belt, and all of the chest details, and I think it really turned out great. And just to clarify, I only had like 2 trailers to base this figure off of, so I did my best, but I think it looks pretty awesome. And as you can see, he features red brick forged shoulder armor, and I actually painted the shoulder armor red and then added battle damage. And then as you can see, the legs are completely custom painted. I painted everything on the legs. I outlined a few things to really emphasize the markings and make it look awesome. And then one thing that's pretty obvious about all these figures is that they feature Clone Army Customs concept pistols in silver. I chose this pistol because I believe that honestly it resembles the Death Watch pistol much better than any other weapon I've seen put into LEGO. And the quality is also another reason why I chose to go with this. And overall, I think it was a great choice. So, as you can see, aside from the weapon, his arms are actually fully custom painted as well, as I painted them in a light gray and gunmetal color. And not much detail on them, but they are both custom painted. The jetpack is just a LEGO jetpack strapped on there. And as you can see, the helmet is obviously where everything's at here, because as you can see, I have horns all over it, and I did try to put these on as accurately as possible, but really what they are actually is they are action figure horns. They came from a extra Savaggio Press action figure I had, and chopped off all the horns pretty easily and just glued them all in place, as you can see here, obviously after I was done painting the helmet. And the helmet features quite, all the paint decor on here. As you can see, it has a lot of red, black underneath on the cheeks there, and it was solidly painted in gunmetal before I added all the red and black detailing, and it looks really awesome. And then the horns just really top it off. Moving on here, we have yet another unidentified Maul Mando, if you will. Mando, short for Mandalorian, Death Watch. Yeah, you get the point. Anyway, as you can see, the torso is actually, this one is actually a decal, but I definitely think it looks just as good and really does define the whole Darth Maul aspect of the figure and serves as a great torso. And his legs are literally exactly the same as the other Mandalorian, the other Darth Maul Mandalorian. There's really no specific name that I can call these Mandalorians, so I'm like struggling on naming them here. But as you can see, the legs are pretty much the exact same legs, even though they are separate and both hand painted. I think they look pretty awesome. He features the same exact pistol as all these Death Watch minifigures, and he features painted brick-forged van braces, which are actually trimmed down a bit, so that I could have more room to paint on the shoulders. And those are outlined in black, and they look pretty awesome. And he also features a standard Lego jetpack, but I actually painted the neck piece black so that it wouldn't stand out that much and would really flow much better with the figure. And as you can see, the helmet is pretty simple next to, if you compare this to the previous Maul Mando, and he basically features all the accurate details that I could pull out of those trailers, and I think it does look pretty awesome. And you'll notice some black detailing there to represent, to really emphasize those vents back there. But other than that, that is pretty much it for this figure, and I definitely think he's pretty awesome. This is obviously like the standard infantry, I guess you could say, deco for the Maul Mando armor. Maul Mandos, yay! Next we have the leader of the Death Watch, Pre Vizsla, and this one is a little bit more complicated because as you can see, his helmet is basically Pre Vizsla has undergone some armor changes ever since Season 2. LEGO is a little bit outdated with their figure because they decided to just make the Season 2 variant, which is now outdated because this variant of Pre Vizsla's armor is now current and is being used in Season 5, so I went ahead and made my own. And as you can see here, he is dual-wielding those awesome concept pistols, and he features some custom-painted brick-forged van braces with all kinds of accurate details on them. As you can see there, they are both the same, and man, painting the same thing twice is never really easy, especially when you have to do it symmetrically. Anyway, you can see these shoulders right above each van brace, they look pretty awesome, and they are outlined as well. And you can see the torso is a Lego Death Watch torso painted. I basically painted all of the accurate details onto that there, and I believe what the blue markings though there are, I think they resemble the Death Watch symbol, even though it doesn't, not really. If you actually look at the show and you look at the Death Watch symbol on his chest, you wouldn't really be able to identify it as such. But anyway, his legs are a little bit more dull, if you will, than the others, because you can see there is more gunmetal and light gray than, rather than red or blue, but they still look pretty awesome and are accurate nonetheless. And you can see he features the gunmetal jetpack. This actually comes with the Lego Pre Vizsla minifigure in one of the newer Lego sets, and I've actually forgot the name of it. It's like the Pre Vizsla's Mandalorian Starfighter, I believe, or just Mandalorian Fighter. And then as you can see, the helmet there, I painted the black vents in the back there. And basically the front of the helmet, I painted everything from the symbol above his visor to the gray around his visor. And then you can see the antennas. Basically what those are, they are clone trooper rangefinders, just with the actual rangefinder part cut off. And I think they definitely serve their purpose and really top off the figure. Lots of off-toppage. That is officially a saying. Anyway, okay, let's go ahead and finish this up with Bo-Katan. So the final Death Watch Mandalorian figure here, we have Bo-Katan. And Bo-Katan originally made her appearance in an episode of Season 4, but in the upcoming Death Watch story arc, she will apparently be playing quite a big role, and I do look forward to her part. But anyway, as you can see, this one is definitely a more complicated one, as her pistol is pretty much the same as the other ones. It's just the silver concept pistols. And then she has the light blue van braces, and as you can see, those also have very similar details that were just like the ones from, just like Pre Vizsla's van braces, and they're pretty awesome. And then as you can see, her shoulders are pretty much the same, the painted shoulders. And I think the symbol I painted on there on both sides definitely turned out really awesome, and I think her shoulders really define her character here in LEGO. And as you can see, her helmet is easily the key point of this figure, because as you can see, I painted the symbol, the white, I curved out her visor with paint, and I painted the whole thing solidly light blue, and I added certain sand blue portions on it, and I really think the helmet turned out really nice and accurate, and definitely represents the character pretty nicely. And then as you can see, the torso there is a aerialite torso, curved torso, but I forgot the name of it. However, I did manage to paint around all the details that Aerialite had already printed on it, and basically what I did was all of this gray here was originally red, and I managed to paint all of it gray, and it looks definitely pretty awesome. And so basically that means the belt there, it was not painted by me. Anyway, as you can see, her legs are definitely more simple than the others, however they are accurate and they look pretty awesome. And what's really unique about this figure is that I actually managed to put together a hairpiece for her. So here she is with that hairpiece. And basically in the upcoming story arc, we saw from trailers that Bo-Katan will be spending a lot of time with her helmet off. So I decided to, from those trailers, make her hairpiece, and I think it turned out pretty awesome. So what I have here is a Lego Friends hairpiece painted in a ginger color, and then I sculpted on her headband, and then I painted various details onto that, including little orange lights and some black outlinings, and I definitely think it looks pretty awesome, and I'm glad that I was able to do it, because she's not going to have her helmet on the whole time. So yeah, anyway, that is about it for these 4 Death Watch Mandalorians, so let's go ahead and conclude this video. So that about concludes it for this showcase, guys. I hope you enjoyed the figures, and if you did, be sure to leave your opinions down below in the comments section, and drop a like, only if you like the figures. And yeah, so I do look forward to these characters' appearances in the upcoming episodes of Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 5, though the season has been a little bit dim up until hopefully it's a story arc. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Okay.
Bye.
That was the first time I voice cracked there.
Bye.
And welcome to my LEGO Star Wars The Clone Wars Mandalorian Death Watch Showcase. Gosh damn it, speak, Ross. What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today... Son of a bitch!